Hello guys, welcome. A lot of my friends and family have been asking me to make a tutorial for an eyeshadow look, so I'm going to do that today, and we're going to be creating this look right here. A lot of people really like that one, so I'm going to show you how I did it. Let us begin. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take some tape, and we're going to take the cat hair off of it. And you're gonna follow your natural lash line, and you're gonna lay the piece of tape on your lash line right up against it, and that's gonna create this sharp line in our look today. Next, we're gonna take a mid-tone brown shade, any brown that you like that's a little bit dark. I'm gonna be using Afrique by Juvia's Place here. We're gonna go in with this color, I don't know how to say that. Oh yeah, I do. Cameroon. I'm using this brush right here. Some people care about brush sizes. This is the JS6 by Morphe. We're gonna dip in, coat our brush, tap off the excess, and we're going to start on the outer corner, and we're gonna follow this lash line here. We're gonna take it as far as you want that wing to go, and we're gonna follow our crease and pack in the brown all the way across our crease here. To get your color really saturated and on there, tap on the color at first before you start sweeping. So tap, 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 just build up the shape that you want. Next, we're gonna take a brown that's lighter than the brown we just used. I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Resi palette. It's so beautiful, I love it. I'm gonna use this one's called New Yorker, right there. That's the one I'm gonna be using. This is gonna be a shade to buff out the harsh brown. So this is a bigger, fluffier brush. This one I'm using is the JS9 from Morphe. So tap off the excess, and then you're going to lightly overlay what you've already done. You're going to be half on what you've done and half on your bare skin, and you're going to very lightly hold the end of the brush, go back and forth and buff it out, buff it in, buff it all around. And if you want to help your blend a little bit, just take a tissue paper towel and just clean off of the brush that you were already using, really to just make those two colors blend together. Okay, that's the brown. The next step is black. I really like the black that comes in the Resi palette. The color is called BK. Maybe that means Burger King, who knows? We're gonna go back to our smaller brush, the JS6, and then really just pack on that black. Just pack it on, but tap off the excess because you don't want it falling out all over your face. You're gonna be right up against the tape. This is gonna create the wing shape. We're gonna go on top of the brown that we already created. And this is gonna be on the outer, 1/3 of the eyelid here. Take it all the way up to your crease and buff it out to be that wing shape. Now take a little bit of black, and you're gonna follow your crease just a little bit, very lightly, just to drag the black in some more, and then again sweep out right up against the tape. And we're gonna do the same thing that I said a second ago. We're gonna use the same brush we are already using, just with the excess wiped off, and buff that line so the transition of black and brown is a little bit smoother. Hold your brush at the end and just go back and forth very lightly, barely touching. Next, we're going to cut our crease. This is a cut crease look. I'm using a P. Louise base, eyeshadow base. This is a pink color. Does it have a name? Winter Rose. Anyway, I'm using this pink color to cut my crease, but you don't have to use a pink cream, just use any sort of eyeshadow base or concealer, but just put your product on the brush and start at the inner corner. Find out where, just stamp it. Oh my gosh, that made a heart on accident. That's adorable. Anyway, find out where your crease is. It's different for everybody. And stamp it. Some people like to put a little bit of color on, put it on, and then tilt their head down, look up a little bit, and the line should create, yeah, that crease right there. So that's a little tip that can help you. You're gonna take the pink all the way to meet that black. So 2/3 of your eyelid. And before we move on to the next eye, while this is still a little bit tacky, we're gonna use the next eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Sweet Pinks by Juvia, because I have a pink that matches this really well. This one right here is what I'm gonna be using. Take any sort of fluffy packing brush. We'll use this one right here. This is the JS5. Coat your brush and just tap it on. Now that we're pinked, if you want to make it a little bit more clean, you can go back in with the same brown that you started with, the darker brown, and gently with a small packing brush tap it above the pink you created to give it that extra dimension, you know? And if you desire, you can do the same lighter brown and buff the color into your skin a little bit better. Transition that, just like we did earlier. And we're gonna do the same with the black. So take your black color again and pack it on a little bit more and then gently sweep it towards the pink. We're gonna blend the pink and the black just slightly. Just slightly. All right, now we're going to remove our tape. Start from under your eyes and then you're gonna pull outwards. If I can grab it, come on now. I'm gonna have tape on my face forever. There we go. Okay, and pull. Beautiful. You don't need those anymore. They can be thrown away. You have a really nice sharp line now from your tape because you're really wise. Ooh, that needs to be blended out more. Who let her do that? Anyway, now you have a really beautiful sharp line, but what I started this video with was just foundation on my face. I don't have any concealer or anything, and that's because sometimes the tape can, you know, mudge up your cream on your face. So save the concealer, if you use concealer, for after you do your eyeshadow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Blending sponge. Next you can take a translucent setting powder, tap off the excess, and set your under eye. I usually put concealer on my chin too, but what's the point? Because everyone's wearing masks, so I don't need to make my chin look beautiful. But for the sake of this look, I will put on some contour. I use the Hip Dot and SpongeBob contour. A little bit of blush, why not? I'll just use that same SpongeBob one. That was too pink. That might be too pink, but whatever, it's over now. Take a fluffy brush and wipe off any powder that might still be there. But your eyes aren't finished. Next, we're gonna do the under eye. What I did before was I added a pop of blue, so we can go ahead and do that again, but the reason I love this look so much is you can just input whatever colors you want. Your eye doesn't have to be pink. It can be whatever color. Your under eye doesn't have to be blue. It can be whatever color you want. But today, we're gonna do blue. So I'm gonna use the Hip Dot and SpongeBob eyeshadow palette. Let's go with the color Blue Lagoon. I really like this angled fluffy brush for under eye stuff. This is just an off-brand brush. I don't know what size it is. Anyway, we're gonna coat that brush in Blue Lagoon here, but tap off the excess, and then we're gonna stamp the under eye. first. Oh, this has a mirror in it. Let's use this mirror. A little bit of stamping and dragging because you don't want this color to go too low. Blue. The last step is one more pop of color, and that's going to be some yellow in the inner corner. I'm going to go back to Afrique by Juvia's, open her up. We're going to use Aya. We're going to use that color on the inner corner. What brush am I going to use, huh? Let's use our classic JSC and dip into that yellow there, tap it off, and pack it on the inner corner. Not loving the vibrancy of that yellow today. Let's try the Hip Dot Sponge Bob again. Let's use this one called the Best Shade Ever. Let's see if they were right, huh? All right, your eye color's done. Let's put on some eyeliner, shall we? The eyeliner I use is Stila, the felt tip eyeliner. I use the extra fine tip. Wow, that's so fine. And you do makeup however it works for you. But the way I do it is I start on the lower lash line, and remember we follow just our natural lash line where we already created that sharp line. Just put your eyeliner down right up against that line that you've already created. Take it out as far as you want your wing to go. Start close to the tip and bring it back in at an angle. Just follow it down. It's just a natural line. Fill that in. And then I start from the middle and slowly work outwards. I stamp and pull out. You saw nothing. Anyway, as I was saying, stamp and pull all the way until you reach the inner corner. There are some ladies who seem to be masters at the one stroke eyeliner. No, I can't do that, but that's not practical. So we do it this way. Just fill in those gaps. And then if your wing is not winged enough, pull out very lightly with just the tip of the eyeliner. And then it wings it out more. Eyeliner's done. But this could use some mascara and eyelashes, so one moment. And there we are. That's the eye look, but in that photo I was wearing some lipstick, wasn't I? What color was that? I think the color I was wearing was this one, Rosebud by Lime Crime. I love this color. So even if it wasn't, we're gonna use this one anyway. Get that lipstick off your teeth and you're done. There's the look. My eyelashes, by the way, are by Luxe Lashes. I'll put a link in the description to where I got those. But here it is. Thanks for watching. Comment and tell me if you liked it, if you thought this video was helpful. Comment and tell me if you'd like to watch another one, because I'd love to make more of these. Tell me if your ideas, color palettes for me to use. Recommend me your favorite makeups. Talk to me about makeup. I love it. If you try out this look, whether it's with the colors that I chose or you use your own color ideas, please take a picture, post it on your social media, and tag me on Instagram or Twitter, and I want to see it. Please, I'll share it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.